Hi everyone, welcome to the Homestead. I'm Kim and this is the Homestead. Today we're sporting Robertsons Belly Acres. If you haven't seen their channel, check them out. They are remodeling an old farmhouse right now. I've been having a blast watching them. Sorry about the mess. I'm always a hot mess, but it's been raining again today and it just is what it is. How you like my cute little work apron? This is a quick no-sew little apron because just about everything I wear to work in out here does not have pockets for my stuff. So I needed something. And so I figured out a way how to make me some quick little aprons real quick so I can carry my crap around with me. Voila! Okay, so what have we been up to? Oh, goodness. Well, let's show you. Okay, so see this road? This is the road up to our pond, and we have not been able to get up through this road in years now. We had tree work done, which is where all the kudzu got spread from, and they destroyed the road. They did not fix it back, so the water started running every which way that it wasn't supposed to, and it rutted this road out so bad that we couldn't even get up through here. So we rented a skid steer. I wanted a small bulldozer, but they wouldn't rent one to me because they said I needed a business license to rent one. So I had to settle for a skid steer, which was fun. But I did not get nowhere near the stuff done that I needed to get done because it just wasn't the right tool for the job. But anyhow, it did make it to where we could get up here to the pond. And so now I just have a little pile of dirt right here that I need to rake out. And then we will also be able to bring the riding lawnmower up here to mow the little area where we fish at, which is extremely important because for years we've been having to just weed eat it all, which takes a lot more time. And you have to pack all that stuff up here. And so Mark just gave it a quick weed eat the other day, and that was before this road was done to where we could get the mower up. But now we've got that problem solved. The mower can come back up here and zip through this real quick, and then we just have to weed eat the little bank part. So good things, good things. Alrighty, another thing is that we have no way to get up to the cabin because there are no areas that will even let the four-wheeler go up. There are some little roads, as you all have seen in other videos, but then they either wash out or they go too steep, and so you can't get across, you can't get up to it, so you have nowhere to even get up there with the four-wheeler. So I've been working on that. I did not get it done. We did have some issues with the skid steer when it first got here. I was on it for about an hour and a track came completely off, so then we had to wait for maintenance people to come and fix it. It was in a very dangerous place where the track came off, and we had an absolute downpour of rain, so it was pure mud everywhere. It was very scary and tiresome for them to even fix it. Then I asked them if they could please check the other track because it shouldn't have came off like that. And so they were so wore out and so tired that they just completely forgot to check the other one. So the very next day that I got to use it, the other track started to come off. Well, I caught that one before it came all the way off, and so they had to come out and fix that. So we lost another day on it. Now, those days were good days to where we could actually use it. So they did add those 2 days back on our rental agreement. However, then it ran us into more rainy days. So then we didn't get to use it for a couple of more days. We could have put 50 hours on it, and we ended up only putting 22 hours on it because of rain. And I didn't want to risk bringing it up here and something happening and it being a dangerous spot again for the maintenance people to try to fix it again. So anyways, I babied that thing. The track should not have came off, but it did. So it is what it is. So we didn't get as much done as we would have liked to. But what I'll do is I'll take you on a ride on up through here, and I will show you what I did get done. So let's do that. Sorry about the bumps. It's four-wheeler and it's dirt road. And the camera may go every which direction. Got all this kudzu here growing up everywhere. Ugh. Hideous stuff. But now that we've got the road much better, then we can start putting some of the temporary fence up and let the goats and cows out here and let them start working on this kudzu. Sorry, the camera is in a pop holder, and so when I turn, the handlebar knocks the camera to the side. So it is what it is, but just have to bear with it. As you can see, we're at the main garden here. There's the blue pool noodles if you watched the last video. And so normally the greenhouse starts right here and comes back. But what I did was, there's part of the frame in the way over there. But what I did is Little's playing kickball. So if you hear that, that's what it is. So what I did is I started grading this with a skid steer and trying to flatten it out more, because what I've decided to do is put the greenhouse over here. And that way, if it keeps this little road open so that we can get on up the mountain to the pond and everything. I can't see anything in this screen because of the sun, so hopefully you can. But anyways, Little has his toys over there. He's been playing in it the last few days. He's been having a good time on it. But anyhow, there's still more to do, and what I would like to do is I would like to get the rest of this taken down and brought down here and build it up, smooth it out to where it's nice and level, because we want to put a rain catchment system up here. And what we did was we bought a 14-foot swimming pool, and so we want it leveled out, and that will be higher than the house, so it will water everything. It will actually even be higher than the gardens, so it can water both gardens and animals. So that will be grand. I just need to get it done. I just need a better plan the next time that we get a skid steer out here. If anybody knows where you can rent a small bulldozer, I don't need a big one, just a small bulldozer, and you don't actually have to have a business license to run them, that would be grand, because it would make such quick work of this. With the skid steer, I had to keep moving back and forth dumping buckets, and so on and so forth. It's not made to do what I was needing it to do, which is push all of this flat. Okay, so let's head on up and I will show you some more. But that is the plan here, is to put the greenhouse here. It doesn't look very far, but it's actually a lot longer than it actually looks. And I don't know why it's making it look so small. But let me move closer. I don't want to get too close to the garden over here because there's kudzu and growing up, and I don't want to get a hold of any snakes. You've got dirt all over your face, honey. He's having a good time, though. So anyways, maybe that's a better view of it. Maybe that helps show the size more. But anyways, okay, so let's move on up. So here we're going up a bumpy little spot. Needs smoothed out better, but ran out of time. Big old tree stump right there that needs removed. Okay, so we're up at the next little tier, I guess you would call it. That one goes up the hill some. The four-wheelers will go up and down it, but of course, the riding lawnmower will not. It would be nice to have it, graded to where they could all go up through it and down it. But we'll see. See all the mess that I've pushed everywhere. Oh goodness, and down there's the hilltop garden and the boy goats and the girl pups. And so this isn't really all that steep. It kind of looks like it in the camera, but it's not really that steep. And so here is the second tier. Let me back up so that you can, well, hopefully you can see it with the sun shining the way that it is. So you come up right there and come around, and then you can either go that way or you can go this way. And this is the part that I would like to flatten out, level more, to put the pool water catchment area up here. And this right here, all this greenery here, is what divides the first tier where I'm going to put the greenhouse and this one. So it's not much. I'm not sure how long it would actually take to do it with the bulldozer if I had one. But I wouldn't imagine it would take too horribly long. But anyways, because it's not really that tall of a difference. Steep of a difference. I don't know what the word is. Whatever. So anyways. And so, out of the sunshine. That's a good spot. It's not blinding me. So, this needs flattened off more. If nothing else, then just this area flattened off more, and then the pool can go right there for water catchment. Now, we do have a big above ground pool, but it's in the backyard. So this, we were considering, the blue barrels, and then the big water tanks that you can get at like Tractor Supply and stuff like that. But man, oh man, the cost of it. And so I thought, why can't we just get a swimming pool? $300. I think it's a little bit more than $300, but it wasn't over $400. Put it here, put a pad down underneath it, put it here, and then build a frame around it, and have the water diverting from the roof of that frame into the pool, and then have it plumbed on down. And I said, well, there's really no reason why we couldn't do that. All we have to do is build something around it to keep animals from getting into it. So there's my shadow. Hello, shadow. So anyhow, there it goes on up to the pond. So let's go do that. Hang on tight. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Oh, yeah. camera because it keeps bumping around and sliding down. Alrighty. Okay, so here you have two options. You can either go down low and you can go around and turn, or you can go this way and be facing the other direction. And the camera turned. Okay, now you're straightened back up. Sorry about that. Okay, so when Little and I walk up to the cabin, when we come across the land, right where this dirt area is right here, it's right where we walk up through, all the way back there to the tree line, and then we start heading up the mountain. And I was wanting the trail to go that way, but I could not get a place for the skid steer to actually go up there. And I kept running into those problems. Ruts and either areas that were too steep. So then I tried to start working it this way, and I thought, oh boy, I'm going to get this thing stuck real good. So I abandoned that and decided that since we only had like 2 days left of the rental, I knew I would never get all the way up there anyways, trying to figure out step by step. So we decided, or yet I should say I decided, to just start bringing the weed eater up and start trying to make paths and see where they lead. Is it possible to grade there with the skid steer or not? Are there big ruts and stuff, or is it good to go? Now, right here, this little turnaround area, there was a big rut that went through it, and I had to fix it. It does still need smoothed out, but you can't really tell, but it goes all the way up through there, and then it kind of turns. I can barely see it from here where the water comes down, but it's a big old rut. So in order to get through here, had to fill the rut in. Now, if you look right through here, there's some trees, some small trees, and they have kudzu growing up on them. And then you just see some grass that's really tall. It looks more flat. That's because that is an old road. So I want to weed eat that all the way down through here and connect it over here, which means I do have to go over this rut. I just don't know if there's any more ruts in between here and there. So again, I'm going to have to bring the weed eater out, work my way that way, and then see if it's possible. If it is, then the next time we rent a skid steer or something, then that will be a game plan to do that. Now, we've walked this road before, and I don't remember what all it does. If it gets rutted out, or if there's a tree crossing it, or I can't even remember exactly which direction it goes. But right up here in between, it kind of looks like a little cutout in the trees there. Right up through there is another small little road, and again, it was overgrown when we walked it, so we couldn't walk the whole thing, so we don't know exactly where all it goes. Here's a view from here, and there's There is another little road over there, but this goes down too steep. And that was caused by them logging. It wasn't like that before, because we would walk this, and it was not washed out like that. So a lot of damage from logging. I would not suggest you have your land logged unless you want big messes and hardly any pay for the trees anyways, which we've had done 2 times on 2 different properties, and it's kind of been the same outcome with both of them. Not worth it, and big messes afterwards to have to deal with. I did try to make a couple little steps here because this is the way that we walk up the trail. Oh, look, some of my sunflowers are popping up. I threw sunflower seeds all over the place and all this stuff that I dug up. There's some more. I figured if nothing else, we'll have some pretty sunflowers popping up through here, and it'll look pretty as we're either walking or riding 4-wheelers up through here. Okay, so there is all of that. You cannot see the cabin in the summertime. It's totally blocked off from the leaves on the trees. But our path, I don't know if you can see it from here or not, but the path to it is up there. So I really wished that I could have got up here and made the path, because I wanted to fence on both sides of it for the animals so that they could deal with all of this kudzu. I could not find a good spot that I wasn't scared of tipping that thing over at. That was the dilemma, because you see, we're in the Appalachian Mountains, and it's hard to find flat spots unless you create them. And so, yeah, this is what we're working with. Okay, I didn't mean for this video to be long, but it seems like it's going to end up being a lot longer than I had planned. So I think we're going to end it right here, and maybe I'll start another video here in just a second to show you on up through here and a little bit more of the land and what I got done with the skid steer. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you did or didn't. It don't matter. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Have a great day, and God bless you.